Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's the Monday Morning Podcast for Monday, October 14th, 2013. How's it going? How are you? Is everything okay in your neck of the woods? I know what you're thinking right off the bat. Jesus, Bill, this podcast is even later than it usually is. Well, I would counter. Okay? I would counter that verbal assault by saying, well, didn't you have the fucking day off today? Well, did you? Well, great, because I did too. I don't know why. Oh, it's Columbus Day, right? Columbus Day, it's Columbus Day. He came over here, there was already people. He cut off their fucking hands because they couldn't find gold. And we celebrate him because he was kind of white, even though I think he was from Spain. And if he came to Boston and tried to get a job, he'd be really fucked with most of the people he'd interview with. Today it's Columbus Day. Christopher Columbus. Sorry, I went to the Bruins today. I had a couple of beers, all right, so deal with me. Hey, Chrissy, get on the fucking boat and do the job we paid you for. Christopher Columbus, all right, discovered America. For all you people who have never picked up a history book. He sailed in 1492. He sailed the ocean blue. He thought he was going to the West Indies. This is like there once was a man from Nantucket. There once was a man from Spain who had in his balls a pain. He couldn't get laid. He tried every day, so he said, fuck it, I'm going to sail so I have something to talk about. I don't know, guys. This is funny to me, and I'm buzzing pretty fucking good, and I really don't give a shit. I do give a shit. I care. I care about you. And how did you enjoy Columbus Day? What did you do? Did you put on like a fucking George Washington wig and stand on the neck of the tannest person that you know in celebration of all the great things he did? I've always had difficulty once I got past a certain age with the fact that guy, they said he discovered it for Europe. He didn't discover it. There was already people here. You know what I mean? Just sitting here, living off the land, little mud flap over their junk, using up every bit of the animal. They did nothing wrong. That's the overcorrection of Native Americans, where they've now become like these godlike people, where none of them were bad. None of them would have fucked you out of your 401k money had they understood what a 401k was and could tie a tie. You know what I mean? I mean, people are people. Let's get down to brass tacks here, people. All right? Just because you're sitting there flossing with a fucking bison tendon doesn't mean that, if you had a car, you wouldn't get a little grabby on the first date. All right? Okay, and if you can't do the math on that, then I can't help you. It's Christopher Columbus Day. Amerigo Vespucci. Remember all that fucking awful history stuff? You're sitting there with half a fucking erection looking at some chick next to you, and there's some guy in a goddamn tweed coat talking about Vinny Del Negro. What was the other? What was the other guy? The other world explorer? It was Amerigo Vespucci. It was Christopher Columbus, and then there was a guy who had like a Vinny Del Negro name, but it wasn't Vinny Del Negro. But now that's in my head, so I'll never be able to think of what the fuck was it. Was it Marcus de Lafayette? Was that him? He wasn't the traitor in the Revolutionary War. That was Benedict Arnold. Marcus de Lafayette. Did he start Marquette University? He did something. He wasn't with Lewis and Clark. I don't fucking know. What's funny is just all the shit that was done to create this country, and they kind of boil it down to like 14 people. These guys sailed up a river. This guy found it. This guy said, I can't tell a lie. And the other guy said, hey, why don't you lay off the black people for a minute? And that's pretty much the first 200 years of history in this country, as far as I can tell. And for all you Europeans listening and all you Australians, that doesn't mean your country's better. All right? So fuck you and your fish and chips and your Vegemite sandwiches, because nobody gives a shit. All right? You're just as filthy as we are.